We're a married couple living in Vancouver, Canada, and this is our debt payoff journey. Today we started with $27,773.13 of debt across 2 credit cards and 1 personal loan. And we made our first large payment of $3,728.72, leaving us with $24,044.41 to pay off. Our plan is to follow a strict budget, to manage our spending, and to meet our monthly earnings goal as freelancers. We plan to pay our debt down by $1,000 a month. We've just finished a grocery budget challenge, which has saved us a lot of money, so we're going to continue focusing on limiting our grocery budget. Before we look at our numbers, let's have a look at our pantry to see what we're starting with. So we just moved, and this is our new kitchen. This is the fridge. Not everything is set up yet. So right now, we're starting with some butter, a bit of yeast, half of a lemon, half of a block of cheese, some raw potatoes, some carrots and some cilantro, 2 lemons and 1 lime. We also have some spinach dip, some gochujang, and 1 ripe banana. We have a bit of sriracha, a lot of mustard, and some better than bouillon. And we also have half a jug of milk. And in the freezer, we have some frozen chickpeas, some frozen cooked carrots, some frozen fat, beef fat, some frozen beans, bit of frozen lemon zest, some chicken skin, and some chicken jelly and fat, and 500 milliliters of applesauce, and some salmon berries. And we also have some frozen ripe bananas, veggie scraps, beef bones, some huckleberries, and some frozen pulled pork. The rest of the kitchen hasn't been organized yet, so these things will move around, but we're starting with almost a full jar of honey, various teas, this many peanuts, some black tea, quite a bit of black tea, quite a few coffee filters, and 5 liters of extra virgin olive oil. And we also have quite a bit of salt and rice vinegar. This is how much coffee we have. Coffee will be included in this budget. Okay, we have 2 large tins of ham and 1 tin of corned beef and a can of fruit cocktail. Here we have 2 packs of buldak carbonara and 3 packs of shin ramen. We have some rice noodles, some cornstarch, and various sugars, along with tapioca flour. Down here, we have various beans and lentils. This is a full bag, so this is 1.8 kilograms of black-eyed peas. And here, we have a bit of oats and some flour. We also have a full jar of peanut butter, a tube of tomato paste. We have some vanilla and another full bottle of vanilla. And we have almost a full container of baking soda and half a container of baking powder. We also have some sugar. We have more in our backstock, and we also have this rice, and we have more in our backstock as well. We have some spices and some chocolate chips. All of this will be organized eventually. And my husband has pulled the bag of rice from our backstock. I would say it's at least 10 pounds. Let's have a look at our sheets. Okay, so this is what we have going on. Our rent is $1,950 per month. That includes internet and utilities. For tithes and giving, we have $25 a month. For household and grocery, we have $80 a week. So that breaks down to $70 for food and $10 for household. So if it's a 4-week month, we'll be working with $80 a week. And if it's a 5-week month, we'll still be working with $80 a week. So that's why some say $350 and some say $280. So we are earning it for the next month. Then we have gas for $70 a month and personal care for $30. And we have $10 for med and skin. So that's any small things we need from the pharmacy or to repair our skin. And we have $25 for fun, $20.04 for subscriptions, $20 for miscellaneous, $53.09 for fixed expenses, The ones that we've included in our fixed expenses are essential, like coffee and work expenses. And then we have fixed services, things like our phone bill, banking fees, etc. And we also have sinking funds, which are reserved for future expenses. As for our debt, we have our minimum payments. These will go down over time, but this is what they're at right now. And this is our goal for how much we're hoping to pay off every month. So if we reach our monthly earnings goal of $4,582.38, then we will be able to pay off $1,000 of debt. You may notice that there are some categories that are missing, such as clothing and other things. If we exceed this earning goal, then we will have the option to buy those things. Or if we really need them, we will take them out of our miscellaneous, or if we really, really need them, we'll take them out of our emergency fund. We had a look at our average monthly earnings just for reference. In 2026, on average, we made $4,621.97. So we feel this goal is realistic. And all of these numbers are after tax, including this one. Something that we're doing differently now compared to our budget challenge is we are not limiting ourselves to shopping with a certain budget every week. And we have a sales fund. So what I mean by that is we were really strict with $35 a week for food. We really aimed to stick to that on our last challenge. But this time we're going to start with $280 up front. So we have the whole month set aside at the start of the month. So we're going to be aiming to spend $70 a week on food, but say there's a really good deal, or it's just a week where we feel like we really need more. We're just going to deal with using less later. So we're just going to budget per month rather than per week this time. And this is our sales fund. So we have given ourselves $200 to take us through to September. And we used $50 of it for 5 liters of olive oil in May. Something else that's not up here because it's just for this month and we've also already put it aside is $300 for our move and our new house. So this includes things like drawer liners. We're going to have to get an ant trap and furniture. But yeah, this is to set up our new home. And I know it seems quite large or might seem small, but we also need some furniture with that as well. So we'll be looking for that secondhand. And I guess I will also show you guys our debt snowball. So some people say that the debt snowball is not the best way to pay off debt because over time you will pay more because you just pay off your lowest balance, not the debt with the highest interest. But we're doing the snowball method because it helps you stay motivated. And it's what Dave Ramsey suggests, and we trust him. And he's a man of God as well. We're gonna go with that. This is just the strategy that we've chosen to take. So this is our debt snowball. We actually had $28,080 of debt in January, and then I just kind of randomly tracked it every so often. These are our debts. We have one credit card now with 300. Yes, this is where we are today. We have one credit card with $362.13. And we have another credit card with $11,989.06. And we have a personal loan with $11,693.22 for a total of $24,044.41. We're very excited to get rid of our minimum payments because our minimum payments are basically what we pay in interest every month minus $30-ish. I'm not really sure, but I think the minimum payments, they have you pay like $10 off your balance or so. Don't quote me on that, but we're just excited to get rid of our interest. And this is the progress we've made so far. So we've made $3,811.04 of progress. So let's shop the flyers. We're going to aim to spend $70 on food and $10 on household this week. Honestly, we may spend more because the kitchen is not fully functional. We don't have a working oven right now. It's not that it doesn't work, it just isn't feeling safe to use it because its display is on the fritz. So I don't really feel like we can fully trust it to display correctly what's going on with the oven. So right now we don't have the ability to bake bread, nor do we have the ability to bake anything. So things we really need today are fruit and veg, an ant trap, veggie dip, and a Brita filter. And I'm not gonna plan this right now, but there is a high chance that this week we will buy more Band-Aids. That will come out of Skin and Med. Okay, let's have a look at the flyers. Also just say that I am tired, and today it's dinner time on Wednesday, and we did not eat a very normal breakfast or lunch, nor did we have that yesterday. I was like, we can wait. And it's been tough. We've been surviving. We still have stuff in the freezer, but we didn't even do a full freezer check until we did our pantry check. So we didn't even know we had those things. Like, we still have cooked chickpeas. I'm just saying, I'm not my best right now, but we need this so bad. So this is the Superstore flyer. If you shop on Saturday, June 6th, you can get a free can of Poppy, a single can for the first 750 customers. Cool. And then also the first 300 customers get some granola crunchy squares. Interesting. Okay. 600 grams of cheese for $7.98. I feel like that's really good. Let's have a look. $7.98 divided by 600 grams. And then let's compare it to the best deal we can get at Safeway, which is 400 grams or $4.44. $5.32. About $7.98 divided by 600 and 700. Yeah, I feel like it's good. I think now we can get 700 grams of no-name cheese for like $9 or $8.99. So this is $9.31 and it's more expensive, but this is better cheese. Or we feel like it tastes better. Let's write it down as an option. I'm writing it down, but we're gonna order from Walmart. I guess we'll write it down in case there are really great options. Because we also have $10 of PC Optimum points. $3.99 from Milona. With a coconut milk. Maybe, yeah, we'll just write it down. We don't have any more green curry paste, but we could get some more. In the past, this would have been super appealing. It's $2.99 for ice cream. Oh, the drumsticks. Those were so good. Yeah, I kind of want to add it to the list, but they didn't make us feel great. Okay, we're going to be adding these to the list. Drumsticks. It's been rough, you know, we need to treat ourselves. Life is a balance. 28 pouches of Welch's fruit snacks for $8.50. That seems really expensive. Okay, let's just move on. Coconut water. We didn't get the coconut water deal last week. Yeah, we did. We got too busy to get a lot of stuff. Okay, 1 liter of coconut water for $2.88. Nice. Was that a spicy shrimp cracker for $1? That seems great. But let's not. Gochujang for $4.88 if you guys need. Seems pretty good. Same with this spicy chili crisp if you guys need that and you know that brand and like that brand. You've had it before. $1.92 a pound for Roma tomatoes. That's really good. I'm not gonna add it to the list because hopefully they have that at Walmart. Ooh, the beans and lentils are $4.49. That's so good. I guess that's it for the Superstore flyer. Next, let's look at the Kins specials. So it's Wednesday. Okay, they're offering 2 for $5 blueberries and $2.99 for baby yellow potatoes. How many? We don't know. And from Friday, June 5th until Sunday, June 7th, they're offering $1.99 a pound for yellow nectarines and 2 for $5 cauliflower. Nice. Not for us. Next, let's look at Walmart. So this is going to be starting tomorrow. Ooh, don't even know what this is. Can't even cook it without an oven, I don't think. But they have picnic pork roast for $1.98 a pound. Interesting. 84 cents for a cucumber. So interesting. Thinking about writing it down, but I'm like, is it more than a pound or not? Maybe Persia Foods will have the Persian cucumbers for 99 cents a pound. Ooh, they have bulk beefsteak tomatoes for $1.92 a pound. Feel a little bit strange having someone else choose our tomatoes, but I think we'll give it a go. Write that down. Actually, we probably will be placing the order tonight. Cucumbers are $1.74 instead of $1.99. We got some of these as moving snacks. And they were so good. Living lettuce for $1.94. That seems really good. Okay, that's it for the Walmart flyer. Let's have a look at the No Frills flyer. Okay, No Frills is offering 79 cents a pound on green cabbage. Will we go to Superstore? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Actually, I'm gonna go for some more convenience compared to this green cabbage right now. This juice looks good. $1.50. Shall we write it down? Let's write it down. Ooh, I think this is a good price. I don't know about this brand, but Cal Rose Rice. This could be good. You guys know it. It's going for $14.88 for 8 kilograms, and it's normally $23.99. Here's another whole pork picnic, $2.49 a pound. I forgot how much it was at Walmart. They also have drumsticks for $4 and Oreo ice cream. Unico solid like tuna. They're offering Unico diced tomatoes and red kidney beans. 796 milliliters of the tomatoes for $1.69. That seems all right. They have the Buldak hot sauce in the pink bottle for $4.98. My husband says it has a bad aftertaste, which means it's highly artificial, which we knew, but he can sense. Yeah, it's still appealing, but not on our debt payoff journey. I gotta stay focused. I'm like fading. I'm fading. I'm not fading. I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting, but we just gotta move through. We just gotta push through. Yeah, all of this. Okay. Let's have a look at the Safeway flyer. Okay, that's it for the Safeway flyer. For our final flyer, Save on Foods. No way, they're offering $1.49 a pound for tomatoes on the vine. Walmart is offering $1.92 a pound for beefsteak tomatoes, but these tomatoes you have to get like a bunch because they're all connected by the vine. But that's a pretty good deal. I feel like that's a very good deal. It's been a while since we saw under $1.99 for tomatoes. That's it for the Save on Foods flyer. Okay, let's go Walmart. It's time to get some food. We'll go to Walmart because we have a delivery pass. Oh yes, I've already assembled a cart. I didn't make it with the budget in mind. This was a survival cart. And then I decided that we're okay, we can survive without it. Okay, so thinking of getting this bread. We had Portofino for our move, and that was really good, but yeah, I think it'd be nice to try this. The squirrely bread. And then cotton swabs, yogurt for $2.47. We don't need milk. We ended up getting milk. Cucumbers for $1.94. I thought it said it was $1.74 now. Corn on the cob, we'll just take that out for now. I was thinking it would be nice to replace these for our bean production and maybe that getting more of them. Well, this is just 2 for $7. Maybe we don't need this right now, though that would be nice. And soy sauce is actually $6.77 at Walmart. Just take that out. And our gum and our mint. Okay, so let's write these down on our list. They may or may not stay in the cart, though they likely will. Let's just write down bread. Yup, bread. And then Q-tips. Time to get new Q-tips for $3.97. It's 500 of them. Yogurt, 750 grams of 3% yogurt for $2.47. Pure gum for $3.98. And a pack of pure mint for $2.48. And we could really use eggs. We are in need of eggs. $10.22 for 30 eggs. 34 cents an egg. I know we did this recently, but I forgot. 35 cents an egg. It's Wednesday. I wonder if there will be an egg deal. Let's just write it down. We'll just write down 1 dozen. Okay. Let's look at the list of what we really need. So need more Band-Aids. Whoa, $1 coupon. Add this to the cart. We got some Band-Aids at the dollar store and they were really good. But what's good about these Band-Aids is they're covered on the edges as well. We'll write this on the list. Our Promise medium ground beef. 1 pound medium. It's grass-fed. Next, sardines. Walmart often doesn't have sardines in stock. Well, they have these ones, but we prefer the ones that come in water. Let's look up tuna. It's not our ideal tuna price salmon. This is 418 grams of wild Pacific pink salmon for $7.57. We'll just write it down and consider. Fish products are a big reason why we ended up choosing a larger budget. We were thinking of going with 60 a month, so 50 for food and 10 for household, but we've chosen to go with 70 for food and 10 for household because we wanted to make sure that we could have enough fruit and veg and salmon. And we didn't want to just keep depleting our pantry Brita filter for $39.97. $29.97, not $39.97. $7.50 each compared to $10 for one, $9.97. I used to feel like we could get them for $7 each. Superstore is offering 5 for $35. Pretty sure that's $7 each. That's better. We'll get this at Superstore another day. We'll be fine for another week. Next, $4 coupon. That's so good. Okay, $4 coupon, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna write this down. This is an ant trap. Yeah, we've noticed they don't come in from the front door. They seem to already exist in the walls. I know that sounds weird, but like in the baseboards. They seem to stem from like this door frame to that one. We noticed them the first day we were here. Okay, so this is 4 ant traps for $2.98 because it's $6.98 and there's a $4 coupon, which is so nice. Okay, so next we are gonna need ranch dip. We will likely be cutting a lot of veggies and just eating them with dip. We're not gonna look at the ingredients, though we normally do, and I kind of want to. I think we did and it wasn't the best, but it'll be okay for a week. Okay, now let's also look at veggies. I think more carrots can't hurt. 3 pounds of carrots for $2.94. Corn was so good. 10 pounds of potatoes. We have a lot of potatoes, though. That was a lot of work to prep the potatoes, though they are good. Rainbow carrots. They gave us a great variety of rainbow carrots. I do want some more, but we still have some. Living lettuce was really good, but I think it's better to pick your own, and we won't be picking our own. The rest of the veggies we will just get from Persia Foods. And let's also look up pasta. Pasta is very quick and easy. Perhaps this one. Orzo. Yes, orzo makes a great pasta salad. Let's just add those 2 onto the list. It's like the quick and easy things to make. Ooh, yes. Ooh, maybe more mango juice as well. We'll put that on the list. Yes, it's cheaper at No Frills, but I don't think we're going to go to Superstore to price match. Let's write down some frozen veg just because it's so convenient. Let's see how the broccoli, 750 grams. Let's see how the broccoli and cauliflower are. And we will also perhaps get more of the tomato product. Yes, Aurora. 23 ounces, 660 milliliters, $1.97. With spices, this was so amazing. And then we also want to look at Italian seasoning. Maybe we'll get Italian seasoning another time. Okay, let's put it all together. Let's do our food first. $70. And we will be getting bread for $5.47, yogurt for $2.47, gum for $3.98, mints for $2.48, dozen eggs for $4.21. We may add another dozen later. A pound of beef for $7.48. And then we will take out, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? This is good so far. I feel like it's going fast. That's fine. I wanna make sure we have enough for fruit and veg, but I also wanna make sure we get some pasta and the salmon. I don't know if it'll all fit. Let's just put in, I want 14 for fruit, but let's put in 12. It's still a lot better than what we used to have. Fruit. And then let's just do 9 for veg. I know it seems so random, but I think I could do fruit and veg for 20, but then I feel like I'm gonna be over $1, so just did 21 just in case. So $22. From here, we'll make sure we have the ranch dip. We'll eat the veg real quick, real easy. And from here, let's add in macaroni for $2.66, 1 jar of the Aurora crushed tomato for $1.97. Let's do, it's hard because we can get 750 grams of broccoli and cauliflower frozen for $2.97, or 3 pounds of fresh carrots for $2.94. Okay, let's just add in the salmon. We'll think about that while we add that in. $6.74. Get the orzo. Maybe we can make a quick orzo pasta salad with the spinach dip we have. And then from here, it's $477. You can get 3 pounds of carrots or the broccoli and cauliflower. We still have some carrots. Let's have some variety. And I took out $2.97 for 750 grams of frozen broccoli and cauliflower. Minus 64, minus 64. So 2 cobs of corn, each for 64 cents. And we have 52 cents left over. So we can add that to our fruit and veg from Persia Fruits. That's really good. This budget feels amazing. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, now let's look at what we're working with in our household budget for this week. We have $10. Yeah, I guess Q-tips also could fall under personal care. So for June, for personal care, we have $30. You know what? I was just thinking about it. I feel like the Q-tips will come out of personal care, and the Band-Aids for $5.77, they're $6.77, but we have a $1 coupon thanks to Walmart, will come out of Skin and Med. And the ant traps for $2.98 will come out of our move/house fund. And I feel like the $10 that we have for household, we could roll it over in our household budget. It's $10 a week, but we used to have $5 a week and just spend the whole thing, the $20 at the beginning of the month. I don't mind getting bigger packs and just using that whenever. I think that we will actually take that from the household and use it on the food because we are just doing a lot. So actually, we will use our $10 of household and we will transfer it to the food. So we will add the 52 cents that we have rolled over from the food. And we will also get the 3 pounds of carrots, the mango juice, and we will increase the fruit and veg budget. So we will make the fruit budget $15. So it's 12, so we'll take away 3. And the veg budget will become $11.62, which is $9 plus the $2.62. I know it seems like I'm switching things around, but for us, we're happy to move things between our categories if we need, as long as we spend this much per month. And these things down here, not included. All of these things minus the sales fund are flexible. So yeah, we're working with a lot more than before, which is really, really nice. And that's that. The next day, our Walmart order arrived, and we got 750 grams of frozen broccoli and cauliflower for $2.97, 450 grams of grass-fed medium beef for $7.48, a dozen large eggs for $4.21, 296 milliliters of ranch for $3.97, 750 grams of yogurt for $2.47, 2 cobs of corn for 64 cents each, 660 milliliters of strained crushed tomatoes for $1.77, 600 grams of bread for $5.47, 340 grams of orzo for $1.97, 418 grams of wild pink salmon for $7.57, 900 grams of macaroni for $2.66, 3 pounds of carrots for $2.94, 4 ant traps for $1.97, 500 Q-tips for $3.97, 1 pack of pure gum for $3.98, a pack of pure mints for $2.48, and the Band-Aids didn't come until later, but they were $5.77, for a total of $64.79 after tax. We went to Persia Foods and got 8 bananas at 39 cents a pound, 7 Cara oranges at $1.29 a pound, 2 donut peaches at $2.99 a pound, 1 Fuji apple at $1.49 a pound, 2 pink lady apples at $1.99 a pound, 1 bunch of tomatoes at $1.99 a pound, 8 Persian cucumbers at 99 cents a pound, 2 sweet apricots at $1.99 a pound, 1 green cabbage at 79 cents a pound, 2 bunches of green onions for $1, a 680 gram box of cocktail tomatoes for $2.99, 1 yellow onion at 99 cents a pound, 2 zucchinis at $1.49 a pound, 4 jalapeno peppers at $2.99 a pound, 3 bell peppers at $1.99 a pound, 1 green bell pepper at $2.99 a pound, 1 grapefruit for 99 cents, and 1 bag of 6 pitas for $1.29, for a total of $32.21. We were so happy to enjoy the veggies from Persia Foods, and I made an orzo pasta salad for lunch, and a salmon salad potato pita wrap for dinner. Then we went berry picking and got lots of salmon berries and some huckleberries. They were so good with honey and yogurt. Let's track our expenses by logging our purchases. Okay, so now it's Friday, and we shopped yesterday in person and we shopped on Wednesday online. Moving forward, we're going to aim to log our spending the same day that we spend it. And every time we spend something, we're going to log it and we're going to film it, and it'll be in our weekly update. Oftentimes it'll be after we've done the shopping for the week, but if we need to buy stuff during the week, we'll include that as well. So everything we spend on our debt payoff journey will be included in these videos, because that is our strategy. It is to spend mindfully and to track every dollar. Okay, so updates from when we were last online shopping together. We finished online shopping and it was late and we didn't have dinner ready, but we did find $40 cash in our possession, which was not accounted for because we sold our microwave on the day that we moved. So we are going to add that in here. We were thinking, oh, I already added it in. Because everything else is already set aside in a separate account. I'm not gonna add it to another budget. I'm just gonna make its own budget. This little thing right here. At first, we were thinking that we wouldn't include it because it wasn't a part of our budgets that we had planned for. And it was kind of like bonus money because we kind of forgot about it. Of course, we could take that money and use it to make our total. But yeah, we felt the need to use it. We decided we would go out for dinner. We were hoping to have Vietnamese, but it was closing soon. And we ended up buying groceries to have dinner in, but a more convenient dinner. We've decided to log it. At first we thought we wouldn't log it, but that's an old habit and cash counts. So maybe I'll just log that first. Okay, so on the 3rd, we spent $25.90 on dinner. And then from our Walmart order, I'm going to take out the items from budgets that aren't our food budget and then find out what we spent from our food budget. And as for the tax down here, $186, I'm just gonna split it between all the items that weren't food. I did have a look at this before. Because there are some coupons that we used, it's not clearly just each item plus 12%. So that's why I'm gonna do that. Hopefully the Walmart order isn't too small for you guys to read, but here it is on this side. Here's our budget on the other side. Oh yeah, the Band-Aids. So when the order came, I thought the Band-Aids were out of stock. I didn't realize they were gonna be shipped separately. So we went to the dollar store and we ended up getting Band-Aids there. So now we have a lot of Band-Aids. We'll see how long they last because I have multiple fingers that need Band-Aids and I use my hands a lot. Okie dokes. So the Band-Aids were $5.77 on sale from $6.77 with a coupon. And the tax was $1.86. So I'm just gonna split that between the 3 items that weren't food: the Band-Aids, the ant stuff, and the Q-tips. I know that's not how much they really cost, but that's how we're gonna log it. So 186 divided by 3 is 62 cents. And plus 5.77. This is how much the Band-Aids were. Well, this is what we're gonna log for the Band-Aids. I'll put that in skin and med. Next, we'll do the ant stuff. So that was $1.97. It was originally $6.98. It's $1.97 plus 62 cents. I'm going to put that in our move and house category. We'll take that from, put it in, take it from, yeah, anyway. And next, we are going to take out the Q-tips. So it was $3.97 on sale from $4.97, and add our 62 cents of tax. And we'll take that out of personal care. Okay, then we'll take these three totals and take that from the total of the order to know how much we spent on food. So $4.59 plus $6.39 plus $2.59, $13.57, and we spent $64.79 minus $13.57, $51.22. So put that in here. So that's what we spent at Walmart. We have everything logged. Let's take out the next thing, which will be what we spent at Persia Foods. So at Persia Foods, we spent $32.21, and I went over by quite a lot. But we're okay with it because we are really doing more like a monthly spend with a goal to spend $70 on food to separate it evenly. But we're okay if we spend a lot more. We'll just spend less later in the month, which is not what we did for our budget challenge, but what we're gonna do for our debt payoff journey. So that's Persia Foods. Next will be the dollar store. We've decided we just wanna take it out of miscellaneous. As long as everything is accounted for, we're happy. So for simplicity, we will take it out of miscellaneous. Okay, so that was $7.29 after tax. And it wasn't all Band-Aids. We did get a small amount of cleaning supplies. And then for the house, we spent $13.16. Things to set up our house. And that's everything we spent this week. Okay, so within our variable budgets, not including our sales fund as that runs for many months, but for June, we still have $696.65 to spend. Wow. And we still have $206.57 in our food budget and $30 in our household budget. Wow, that really adds up. Yeah, it looks so big because we have a lot in our move and house budget. So in this new series, we're going to keep you guys updated on everything we spend, how the last week went, and every time we make a payment on our debt. See you next week for an update.